Professor Perfume over here has been preparing this video for you now for the last 45 minutes.
I have cultivated a list.
It's a 25 perfume list, and he delusionally thinks we were going to get through this in 10 minutes. So go.
Let's dive.
Okay, what
We
is
haven't
the
even
list
told
of?
them what it is. It's a list of 25 fall transition fragrances. So getting into fall, but not the full depths of it, okay?
That no one is telling you about.
Yeah, that nobody else is talking about in this context. So you're not going to get the kind of basic popular stuff. So I'm going to come down here into my designer section because I got several down here. So Terre de Hermes, not the regular, not the EDT, but the Parfum.
Okay.
I love this whole line. Isoe Super Balm, Vetiver, Orange Blossom, but the Parfum has a deeper, more ambery presence that makes it more appropriate for fall. I have several Tom Fords that I put on the list. One is Oud Mineral, which I hadn't worn in quite some time. Getting pretty low there.
Little decant of it you got?
Yeah, I got a 30 ml or 50 ml decant ages ago. Great office scent. It's in the kind of like fresh category. It's sort of lighter and fresher, but there's a smoky quality to it that I think makes it kind of suggestive of fall. Similarly, one that's not really discussed at all that I love, Fougere Platine. A little bit more of a challenging Fougere. It's got a really, really kind of almost pungent aromatic sort of cypress. Well, it's cypress, pine. It's a conifer of some sort, right? That gives it an edginess to it. So that's going to be a theme. Sort of like Fougere style fragrances that have the freshness that you like from summer, but with some kind of spicier aromatic edge to it. Speaking of which, another one from Tom Ford that's discontinued, nobody really talks about, I think is brilliant, classically masculine, is Noir Anthracite. So another sort of fresh kind of, Fougere profile, but with this spicy aromatic edge, I think that makes it hold up to sort of brisk weather. Let me consult my list here. Yes, I got my first wearing of the year of this in to the gym the other day. To Me 19 Degree.
Oh yeah, you've been a To Me 19 Degree stan
since
forever.
day one. Yep, I love this stuff. I mean, first of all, like, amazing bottle. This had a little bit of a hype cycle when it first came out. I think maybe in large part because of the bottle. It's also been compared to Aventus Cologne. I have been one to make such a comparison. It is an apt comparison. I think this is better than Aventus Cologne. I think it's better than Aventus. It is a fraction of the price. You can get 100 ml for something like $80 on sale. It's a little bit darker, more sort of like a raspberry fruit take on that sort of DNA with a little bit of smokiness to it.
Fun.
Absolutely beautiful. If you look that up on Fragrantica, you will see in the Accords it's listed as like a leather dominant fragrance. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. It is not a leather dominant fragrance at all. Okay. Another one. Hard to find, but not impossible. Has gone up in price, and some people will say, how could you possibly pay that much for a fragrance that was $40 when it came out? Well, because it's still a better value than a lot more expensive fragrances. This entire line, the entire Narciso Rodriguez line, is incredibly slept on. It is amazing quality designer work, especially the older stuff. This is the For Him EDP Intense. And so it's got some of the floral components that speak to sort of spring and summer, but there's this musky powderiness to it that gives it a lot more sort of weight and fall, slightly cooler weather.
Okay, we're at 9 minutes.
Wearability? No.
I'm joking with you.
God, I can ramble. My God.
No, we're at 4 minutes.
Jeez, woman. You're throwing me out of my game. Okay. All right. Again, I told you that this was going to be a theme. Fougeres with some junk in the trunk, a little bit. That's probably putting it too strongly. This is Histoires de Parfum 1725. It is fundamentally a Fougere, but there's more of a heavy sort of creamy vanillic base to it that gives it some weight and makes it hold up to the cooler weather a little bit better. Yes. Similarly, the theme, Mischief Academy Winnie the Pooh. Okay, this also a Fougere. Great lavender vibe, but this really sort of pronounced ambery honey note. It's a wonderful honey note in here. So you get the honey kind of moving into the sweet fall, but it's still a fougere. Okay.
Would you call that one a gourmand?
It's pushing that direction.
Okay.
I mean, the honey note is prominent. Yeah. Okay. Witten West Brumaire Woods. Now, everything about this speaks to traditional fougere. Okay. Lavender, peppermint, thyme, neroli, jasmine, tobacco, and oak moss. I don't know if it's the tobacco or the fact that it's all natural, and look at the color of that juice. But something about the formulation of this fragrance that she has done makes it, it's got a ton of presence and a ton of weight behind it. So again, a darker, kind of heavier wearing fougere. Okay. I wore this morning and had a magical, one of those magical fragrance moments where it was like, this is it. They're literally, in the entire collection, there was not a better fragrance to put on this morning. It was a revelation. So it was Perino Moreno Elite.
Yes.
Which has a little bit of a tropical fruit to it, some dense greenness. I've described it as a cross between Pool Boy and Beach Hut Man with oud. Boy, there was something about putting it on in slightly cooler weather. It was perfect. Like, it goes into my notebook as, on this day and on this temperature, you must put on Elite. Anyway. Okay. Clandestine Laboratories. I'm going to give you 3 that are kind of interchangeable for these purposes. They are Eastern Lands. They're Ceremony, and then Sanctuary, which I wore a sample of today. It's going to be released at the end of the month. Okay.
Where are you going to put it, my love?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably where these minis go.
Yeah. No.
All of these, they're not redundant. They smell distinctly different, but they all have this common theme of being sort of light, clean, crisp, fresh, with like an incense note, some kind of smoky or incensey or spicy aromatic vibe that brings it into fall territory. Okay. All right, I'm winging it from here. We're going to get what we get.
Where was the 25?
I'm not done.
Okay.
I said I'm winging it, for crying out loud.
You're not really winging it if you have a list.
Okay. Hinoki Meditation from Denam. Okay. Borderline transition fall or flat out fall. It's light, clean, easy wearing, but distinctly coniferous. In this case, Japanese cypress, Hinoki. Really, really beautiful work. Oh my God, what am I saying here? Okay, from Aromas de Salazar. I don't have the full bottle because I'm still working on the second of my decants, or small 15 mLs. Oud Fougere. Okay. Same concept and theme I've discussed. Fougere, which is typically warmer, summer, fresher. In this case, the addition of oud gives it wonderful weight and bearing for the fall.
It's an awesome fragrance.
What's that?
That's an awesome fragrance.
It's incredible. Possibly my favorite Creed. Possibly. This is Creed Viking. Okay. Similar concept. It's a lighter sort of fougere on the one hand, but there's a bit of a spicy woodiness that gives it some weight for the fall. Let's see, what else do I have here? Rogue, the House of Fougeres. My favorite from the house, and wonderful for this transition season, is Tobacco Vert. So, as the name implies, it is a tobacco fougere. Okay. So a lot of fresh soapiness, but the addition of tobacco gives it some fall vibes.
1 minute left.
Okay, can he do it? Probably not. I got to speed up. Amouage Bracken Man, which you can't find, but you can find Polysniferous Brackish Man.
Yes.
Perfect fall fragrance.
Yep, and this will be re-released in about
2 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. Ask Chef D, he'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay, my scent of the day today, Phronima St. Joseph the Hesychast's Cave. Okay. Okay. It's a heavier amber, but there's a kind of light fruity peachiness that goes along with it. Okay. Bortnikov. Honestly, any Bortnikov, frankly. It's like, to me, they're custom built for this time of year. I chose Mysterious Oud. Okay. I don't know why, but combination of florals and oud, same ideas like Oud Fougere. The oud gives weight to something that normally wouldn't have it.
And we are done.
I guess stick around for part 2.